Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today's webinar. Here is Mr. Sridhar Chandrasekharan. He's a BTech graduate from Tamil Nadu. He has over 6 years of IT experience. He has specialized in Java, Web Center sites, and now in AEM. He is certified as a Web Center site specialist and is also now an AEM certified professional. He will be talking to us about exploring the power and best practices of Adobe Experience Manager, that's AEM. At the end of the session, we will be asking any questions you may have. If you have questions during the session, please use the chat box to post them, and Sridhar will periodically address them. So now, please join me in welcoming Sridhar Chandrasekharan. Over to you, Sridhar.
Yeah. Thank you, Maria. Yeah. So as Maria mentioned, I have around 6 years of IT experience, and initially I started the career with Java and Spring Boot, and then I switched on to Web Center sites, and then now I'm moved on to a AEM developer. So this is my introduction. So hi team, yeah, we'll start with the webinar now. So today we will be seeing about the power and the best practices for AEM. So before we dive into our webinar session, like I would like to discuss about what do you mean by CMS. So as you all know, like CMS. So CMS is a content management system. It is a software tool like which help us to build a website, forms, and blogs, etc. Right. So in CMS we have basically three types. One is traditional, and another is headless, and finally hybrid. So tradition means it's kind of an old and it's kind of old CMS where we have all over the content and the backend part and the database, everything in a combined manner, and we cannot able to decouple. That is a old and traditional CMS. And next is an headless CMS where we can build a component, means a content separately, and we can expose them as a JSON, means an API. So by that, the front end component, that is whatever the technology, maybe a React or any IoT or any other platform, they can easily reuse the component of the backend. So that is an headless CMS. So finally, that is an hybrid, which is the combination of both the traditional as well as the headless. That is the headless. What do you mean? The hybrid CMS, and AEM belongs to the hybrid CMS. Yeah. So we'll get started now. First, we'll have an introduction about an AEM. So AEM is an enterprise content management system which helps us to build a dynamic website application and mobile application and forms and blogs and campaign, everything and lot more. So however, AEM is built on top of cloud technology recently, so that makes AEM more powerful, and it can be easily reuse whatever the things that is available over the internet, and then without being leveraging with networking protocol. So that is an AEM, and AEM have a lot of unique features like easily drag and drop component and easily content editing. And however, that is been built on HTML5 for creating a front end component that makes more powerful. And we get a lot more features, but one of the key features of AEM is in personalization, where we will be building a unique content experience and that can be shared upon multiple channels. That is omni-channel. So this is what you mean by AEM. Let me know if you have any doubts before moving. So first we will see for AEM for marketers. We'll see one by one, like it is AEM for marketers, that is been mainly used in kind of digital asset manager and easy content editing, and with Adobe marketing clouds and personalization. You can see one by one. So first we will see with the digital asset management. However, this is a key tool which is inbuilt with AEM, and with this latest features, it helps to increase the content velocity and delivering an outstanding digital experience. By this, like marketing teams can increase their efficiency and reduce the dependency on IT for the asset management. So we'll see the key features of DAM, right? First, we'll see search and discover. So search and discover means like we have an visual search, which is a AI feature introduced by the AEM recently by the Adobe Sensei. By that you can easily what you call like search the search and tag the metadata, whatever the thing you want to do it by the automation with the help of AI. That has been now done in AEM with Adobe Sensei. And next is a streamline asset distribution. This is kind of a brand portal, means that is also another tool which is used in the AEM. This is mainly for a marketing team to share the assets with the channel partners and external team. Means it is particularly used if your team is collaborating with an agency for the asset management and the production. So basically in this, what we'll be doing is like the external team can be directly uploading the videos and images, whatever that they want into the AEM platform without much dependency. So that is what brand portal do in DAM. And next is the asset management. Asset 6 point means like asset management, like we have a lot of unique features like where you call you can increase the marketing efficiency and streamline workflow, and a lot of unique features that is also been increased in the asset management. And next is a 360-degree videos where you can what you call like uh, see the asset. Asset means like a digital asset in form of videos and images in kind of panoramic views and lot of AI views in the dam. And latest last feature is kind of a smart cropping and tagging videos. However, the smart cropping and smart tagging is kind of AI features where in case if you want to have any thumbnail regarding the images or videos in your assets, that comes with the smart cropping features uh, within AEM. With the help, you can easily have a thumbnail for your images or videos without losing your quality. And smart tagging means like you can automatically tag the asset, whatever the keywords if you want by means of the smart tagging. This is also the key features which has been done in DAM. So this is what you mean by DAM. So let me know if you have any doubts in a DAM, digital asset management. So next we will see with the AEM as a cloud service. Now that since 2020, as all of you know, like Adobe is moving all of their products into a cloud, like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Lightroom, everything. In that part, like Adobe as a cloud service, that has been introduced into the AEM since 2020. By that way, like Adobe is being completely into the cloud platform. So basically, AEM as a cloud service architecture is a dynamic architecture where we will be having up and run the environment based upon the user's request, means traffic and the user request. So other than that, if there is no need of that environment, then it will be shut down, and it's been like auto scaling at all. It's been done automatically. So this is also a key features. We'll see one by one features of AEM as a cloud service now. First of all, like DevOps with Cloud Manager, where the DevOps at all it's been automatically done by the AEM as a cloud service using a CI/CD pipeline that helps DevOps effort and provides the auto scaling one. And then next is an application automation, where developers can automate a certain application and which has been built in features of AEM as a cloud service. Next is a CDN. It is a content delivery network which enables to deliver the quickly the content and efficiently at a scaling purpose. Next is an automation testing. So it enables us to scan for the common vulnerabilities to remain aware of the threat and mitigate the risk initially. So that is also one of the key features. And next is Adobe Identity Management System. This is an AIAM, that is an Adobe Identity Management System, which help you to provide a single sign-on through the Adobe Cloud application. So this is what the high level of AIM as a cloud service. Please let me know if you have any doubts so far.
Sridhar,
Yeah, yeah.
in AEM cloud service, like here mention last line for single sign on across all the Adobe Cloud application.
Done.
So, like I just want to know, like SSO and SSW, what is the difference? These two things include in cloud service or the different one?
No, SSO, I know, single sign-on, and another is what? SS?
SSW, single sign widths, I guess.
Uh, to be frank, it's been new to me. I have heard about single sign-on, I've worked on. Single sign W, I never heard about. It's kind of any new technology or it's kind of any automation?
No, like we got this requirements, so there mention these things SSO and SSW. So that's why I'm asking these things include in cloud service or the difference.
No, I will tell you like single sign-on has been introduced in the cloud only, but not sure about SSW. I can update you shortly by either by tomorrow. But single sign-on is a key feature that is being introduced in a cloud service. So by that way, like you have a identity access management where we have a user database and that can be integrated with the AEM. By that way, like single sign-on features that user whoever that list has been means included in the IAM, they have the access to all the cloud application.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is
Thank you. Hmm.
basically we have IAM means that is outside Adobe. So but for the Adobe they have their own Adobe IAM. So that is the Adobe Identity Management System.
Okay.
I'm not aware of any SSW in this context though. SSO, as Sridhar
Yeah,
said, is single sign-on.
yeah,
So it's
definitely.
a single authentication and authorization service across multiple applications, widely used in large enterprises.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you can contact Sridhar with more details about SSW. It might be, if you give more context, he might be able to help you with that.
Sure. Yeah, Putul, I will update you shortly.
Thank you, Sridhar.
Okay, team, any other doubts? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So next we will see about content authoring AEM. So basically content authoring means like what are all the usage of using means like for content with respect to author. We will be seeing in this slide. So first we will see with AEM sites. So AEM sites it's main tools that is being available in AEM Touch UI. With respect to AEM sites, you can create the pages, whatever the thing you want for building a website. So with the root as a single page and child as a hierarchy, you can build whatever the pages you want according to the website. So that is an AEM size. Next is an experience fragment. Experience fragment is kind of a component. I will tell you about the component in a later part. First of all, experience fragment is kind of what you call like you can in the case if you want to have a header and footer throughout the multiple pages as a same, then you can have a reusable component. So component is kind of a what you call like a group of widgets or what you call that is that you mean by the component. For the experience fragment, in the respective to the experience fragment, if you want to use a same design for the multiple pages, you can go with the experience fragment. In that case, you can have a single template as an experience fragment and you can incorporate as a component for building a pages. So similar, what is the main usage of experience fragment is like if you want to build a similar style of design with the pages, then you can create a single experience fragment and then you can incorporate into the different pages for the same style. So that is mean by experience fragment. Next is then AEM assets. AEM assets is kind of a DAM assets. So where we can create, edit, and upload and delete the kind of digital assets like media, images, photos, lot of things. So that is what AEM assets means. AEM forms. By the AEM forms, we can easily create a user-friendly form which can be used for the page submission or integration with any of the websites as a embed or whatever the thing you want, you can create with the AEM forms. That is also with the AEM. Then next is the AEM users, AEM groups, and permission. So for example, if you want to create any individual user, then you can go with an AEM user and create an individual user, right? And then you can assign that lot of users to the AEM groups. So basically AEM groups, it's kind of combination of multiple user where you can restrict their permission. Say for example, if you want to have a admin level permission, then you can create admin kind of groups, and you can associate admin related users, and then you can set the admin related permission so far. So this is what AEM users and AEM groups and permission. This is a overview, and this is a very mostly used AEM content authoring terms. So this is what we have discussed in content authoring. However, by the end of the demo, I can just show you some UI, what are all these tools, and then I can show you some idea about that, whether you can better understand about that.
So I just want to add AEM sites, assets, and forms are the three major product offerings or feature groups that are available from AEM. AEM sites helps you build websites. So it's a complete web content management system.
Yeah.
AEM assets allows you to manage all your digital marketing assets like images, digital assets, videos, etc. AEM forms gives you the ability to collect data from users. Many websites, in the simplistic form, login form is a form that we all use. And then large enterprises do create complex forms that collect information from users. So at a high level, these are the three different product offerings under AEM: sites, assets, and forms. Users groups are common to all these three product offerings. Basically, AEM users allows you to create users and then assign them certain roles. AEM group does the same thing. It allows you to group users and assign roles and permissions for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is related to content authoring. So we'll go with the next year. So personalization with AEM. So before we get started with personalization, we'll see what are the types and what are all the integration we can do with personalization. So generally in the AEM, we can do the personalization with respect to two terms. One is the ContextHub inbuilt tool, which is available in AEM, and another is out of the box Adobe Target. So however, in end of the webinar, I can show you the demo in the Adobe AEM with respect to ContextHub. Yeah, now we'll see with the personalization. So personalization is one of the hot features that is being used in a wide technology. Like in that way, every clients want to target the right audience with the right content at the right time. So this is what main key functionality of personalization. So with respect to personalization, we can do like what you call like create the unique experiences based upon the segments, rules, etc. And then we can target the respective audiences. We'll see what is meant by the context tab. So it is kind of a framework where you can store, manipulate, and store the respective data with the help of the client API, JavaScript API only. We can able to personalize the content with the context tab. So we'll see with one by one. First of all, what do you mean by experience? Generally, experience is kind of what you will be delivering a digital experience. So that is mean by experience. Like digital experience means a content or whatever it may be, like images, videos, whatever the thing. So that is kind of experiences with respect to the rules or the segments. Whatever the experience it should be delivered, we'll be creating that as an experience. Next is a segment or a rule. So segment is a rule or is kind of a condition, like whatever the experience we have been matching, that has been with respect to segment or rule only. So what are the segments means, like either the segment will be a geolocation or user behavior, or maybe the what you call like a user may be a kind of activities like kind of visitors count, or maybe based upon their gender, whatever the thing. So a lot of things can be done via the personalization, but so these are all the segment or rules. And here we will be having what you call like context tab with respect to activity and the audiences. I will just show you in the demo so that can be a better clear picture for you. And what you mean by Adobe Target is kind of an out of the box with respect to AEM, where you can create the audiences and means audiences and segment rules, everything in the Adobe Target, and then you can easily integrate that with the AEM. And in the AEM, you can create the content or create the experience accordingly with the rules and the audiences from the Adobe Target, and then finally you can deliver the experiences. So in the end of the session, we can show you, I can show you the remove the context there. So this is what you mean by the personalization in AEM.
Just to give you more perspective on some of the topics that Sridhar has covered, segmentation is a popular technique used by marketing folks to deliver more meaningful and impactful content. Whether you're visiting their website or interacting in one of their channels, which could be a kiosk um, or any personal communication that you're receiving via email and other channels, segmentation is one way for large organizations to deliver personalized and meaningful content. So they segment their customers based on various attributes of the customer or the potential customer. And as Sridhar mentioned, geography is one way of segmenting your customers. Specifically, if you are a global organization, the content varies for people coming and visiting your website from different geographies. Like, for example, today, my time is 11 a.m. and the time in India is 9 p.m. So when both of us are visiting the website at the same moment of time, the website, by detecting that I'm visiting from a different time zone and you're visiting from a different time zone, can actually respond to you by presenting different content. So that's the power of segmentation. Large enterprises create segments based on not just geography, but also on various other attributes of the visitor. The first time visitor will have an experience that is completely different from a visitor who is visiting repeatedly. So that's the power of segmentation. And in this slide, the Context Hub is an out-of-the-box feature of AEM. When we purchase AEM, we get Context Hub, and we can use Context Hub to deliver personalization. Adobe Target, on the other hand, is a different product offering from Adobe, and it is tightly integrated with AEM. So if you want to deliver advanced personalization capabilities, you would use Adobe Target. All right, go ahead. I'm looking for forward to your demos, Sridhar.
Sure. So yeah, so as mentioned, this is what personalization in AEM. So we'll move on to next one. So finally, integrating AEM with other system. So as I told, like AEM is kind of an content management systems, right? So easily it can be integrated with any of the third-party web services or whatever the available, what you call like meaningful system. So generally in the AEM with the third-party service like Amazon Web Service, we can easily integrate for that regarding the cloud. And then for Facebook regarding the social market, social networking like Twitter, YouTube, whatever the thing, if you want, you can easily integrate with the AEM. But all of the thing will be an out-of-box integration. So you need to what you call like integrate with kind of a tool that has been available in the AEM, and then you can configure that respective configuration, and then you can use it with the AEM with respect to the needs, means client needs. And AEM with e-commerce website, e-commerce kind of Magento you can use, and then AEM integration with CRM like kind of Salesforce you can easily integrate. And as I mentioned, Adobe Target, that is for social marketing like content targeting. You can use the Adobe Target as well with an AEM. And that next is an Adobe Analytics. It's kind of a web analytics tool which has been more popular in AEM. That also can be integrated with the AEM as client needs, and you can easily track the web insights like user visit and then user activity, whatever that they want, and then you can easily integrate IAM with an Adobe clients. And finally, Adobe Campaign. It is kind of a marketing campaign. Like if you want to have a subscription to the newsletter or whatever the thing regarding to the marketing strategies, you can usually easily use the Adobe Campaign with an AEM integration. All of the things last I mentioned is an Adobe product, which is as part of the Adobe cloud technology that can be easily integrated. Apart from that, for the third party, you can easily integrate with the tool which has been available in the AEM market. So this is what basically the integration of AEM with other system. Apart from that, there are a lot of things, but these are all the major feature which can be integrated with the AEM. Yeah, team. So I'm done with PowerPoint. So if anyone have any doubts regarding any other slide, just let me know, or else I can start with the demo. Just start with the demo. Yeah. So this is what I mentioned earlier in the content authoring. So this is one of the key features like AEM sites, where we can build the complete enterprise content management as content tool. So this is one of the key features. And apart from that, AEM assets, AEM forms, these are all the comes with the AEM on purchasing of license. So this might differ based upon the purchase of the license too, as well as the enterprise edition too. So in this, we will be seeing with the personalization first. Yeah. So as I mentioned, audience is kind of a segments or rules which we'll be creating. And finally, activities, it's kind of an experience where we'll be associating this created segments with these activities. We'll first create an audience. However, for developing with scratch from that, we need to do some customization. However, that has been somehow like having some issues. So I just go with the default, what you call like a creator one, but I will create a browser based, what you call like personalization. First, we need to create a ContextHub segment. So once you create the segment, that is a rule. You need to create the condition. Based upon the condition, we will be validating the thing. Here I will be creating a rule first. So basically what I'm giving is Surfer browser family. What do you mean by that is basically, as I mentioned, ContextHub. It has been like a framework, and it is kind of a JavaScript API which has been done in the front end. Based upon that, we have been delivering the experience. So how that has been happening means I will just show you now. Since it is my local, so it's taking some time. Yeah. So if you see here, there is a local storage like ContextHub persistence. This is what AEM will be storing all the related context hub data regarding the context of whatever we have created. So this kind of a local storage which is which comes with AEM. So if you see here, I'm just targeting with server info, and here my browser is here it's a Chrome. So I will be just creating a experience based upon the segment of Chrome user. So that is what I'm going to create it now. So this is what backend it works. Create the rule now. So this is a server browser info will equals this kind of string and values Chrome. Yeah. You see here it's made to a green mark. So if the condition matches and if the rules is valid, then it will be loaded as a green. So this is how you create a context hub segment and create the rules. So it's very simple, and we have done that one. So now I will be going to the activity and select the created audience, that is segment now. First I will create the activity. if you see here, there is a targeting engine. So here we have a ContextHub client side rules, that is different one, and Adobe Target. So now, however, we are using with out of the box which come with the AEM ContextHub. So yeah, we'll go next. In this experience, we'll be associating the previously created segment. You see, we have created Chrome, and we'll be creating the experience with a name. So we have created the activity and we have associated the segment with that experience. And then here we will be giving the duration, like when that personalization that should be activated and when should be deactivated. We will just keep on as it is now so far, and then priority, how much the priority should be that. But right now we will be go with a simpler one, like with the existing one, and that's it. So we have created the Chrome user browser as an activity. Now, once you created this one, we need to associate this respective context into our respective pages for which you need to integrate that one. So first, yeah, in this one, we will be integrating with this part, equipment page. So first we need to edit the property. And the personalization, if you see, there is a context of configuration. So in this one, we need to select the respective created segment. So based upon that, only that segments will be associated with this pages. What we have created segments. Either we can select the complete segments if you doesn't know, or else you can select the specific segments also. Here we will be using Chrome user only, but however, to be unique, to be global, I will just select the segment, tell segment. This is what the segment path, and I will just create segment close. Yeah. So now we have created the segment and we have created the experience, and then we have integrated the ContextHub segment as well into these respective pages. Now we can start targeting. For this, just we need to here we need to select the projects. And if you see here, recently we have created the Chrome user browser as an activity, right? So this appear here. And in this one, whatever the segment we have created, it will be listed here. This is the default one, and this is the created Chrome user one. So we can just go with a simple one. That I will just create a new component. Now we'll start with the targeting. So to make it easily understand, I have just given the name. Okay. Now we'll start with the targeting. Yeah. So the brand is V Retail, that is an activity, and brand is V Retail, and the activity is a Chrome user browser. So we'll start with the targeting. These are all the respective segments. This is a default segment, and once you select the default segment, you can just what you call target whatever the component should be. What you call should be personalized. So here I will just go with the title component. You can just click on it and click this target button. That's it. So if you see that is component is now targeted. So default will be shown with the default equipment. Now we'll go with the Chrome user. I'll just change the name. So if you see here, this is a default segment. What you means will be shown for the page, and if it is a Chrome user segment, then it will be shown here. That's it. So we have targeted both the component for the respective segment. Next, this is an audience and this is an experience. Then next, same thing. We will go with the as it is. No need of any change. That's it. So once you have saved it, like we can just see that changes, like just view as published. So see if it is a Chrome equipment, right? Yeah. I'll just show you in another browser. So however, this is a Firefox browser, so it should show the default component, not the Chrome component. Yeah, sorry, default equipment. Yeah, if you see here, this is a default equipment. Based upon the browser activity, we have done the personalization. So this is how it works. But once you created that at all, you can just verify that in a local storage. Before that, in the context hub persistence, you will not see that segment that is been associated for these pages. But once you have integrated that context hub at all, you can easily verify that whether that is been available in the context hub persistence or not. If it is there, then automatically that what you call the segment rule, if it is matches, then the experience will get delivered. So this is how the personalization work, but I just shown you a very minimal level, but high level means very high level with a minimal version. But we can just what you call like do a lot of personalization based upon the component, what it means, the images, whatever the thing you want. But for the just a demo, I will just show you a very minimal version and just a high level of personalization. Team, this is what personalization, and this can be done in an AEM. Yeah, team, I'm done. I'm just done with the demo. So let me know if you have any doubts in this demo regarding the personalization before. Hello.
Ashita, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, Sridhar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So this is what.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
my question is, so you were saying about the content authoring here. So what is exactly meant by content authoring? So as I understand, so content authoring is like what you're showing in the demo, right? So end
No.
user will configure their contents here.
No, the content authoring is different. Different perspective. Content authoring is I just shown in the PowerPoint regarding what are the important features like point tool, which comes with AEM. So one of the features is AEM sites. Here, which you can create the complete enterprise content management like pages, whatever the thing you want. There is one of the features AEM sites, and another is the AEM assets. This is a DAM tool where you can create and store the digital content like images, medias, whatever the thing like photos, everything.
No, no,
And another feature.
I just want to talking about the content authoring. So content authoring is nothing but something like creating pages and adding
Yeah,
images
yeah,
or something like that, right?
correct. Create and edit and publish content, images, everything. Yeah.
So what developer will do is, so developer will create a template page to the end users like marketers or whatever the users they need, right? So they have create a page templates to target those users. Then user have the portal access to that site. Let's say if a marketer can have access to the site, they log into the AEM website, then they can create any number of pages by using the template, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we can say that if marketer can create a number of pages by using the template, so which is falls under the content authoring, right? It's a kind of content authoring. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Yeah.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, so basically the templates we can categorize as a two. One is a static and another is a editable templates. So
Okay.
editable templates, it's kind of a content authoring tool because like whatever the templates they want, the content author can create easily accordingly to they want. Static template basically that will be created by the use developer,
Developer.
which is done by the backend part.
Okay.
So that cannot be easily edited and that cannot be
Okay.
changes can be done.
Okay. Let me put it this way. So if anything, so if any new item will be added to the website, it's called content authoring.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And however, with our license properties, we have purchased a lot of out-of-the-box component as Pandian told, like AEM forms, commerce, communities, everything.
Okay.
Based upon the community and enterprise edition, that available features with the AEM might differ.
Okay.
Yeah, team. So let me know if you have any doubts so far in that demo.
So you are showing the web personalization here. So which is the personalization is comes as out of box component, or a developer need to enable some configurations to do the personalization, which you are showing in
What?
the demo.
Yeah. So right now I have shown with out of the box means like which comes with the AEM as out of the box. That can be easily configurable by the developers, and the personalization features can be done by the marketers. But other part which Pandian told, Adobe Target is completely the different product as similar to AEM.
Yeah.
That can also be integrated with AEM for the for a wide personalization features. Or you have a wide set of audiences or group of users if you want. You can easily integrate with the Adobe Target, and you can import those audiences, segments, everything from the Adobe Target. And here you can easily create the respective content, as I mentioned here, like a component for the respective users, and finally you can achieve the personalization.
Okay.
Yeah, final. So if anyone have any doubts, yeah, just let me know so we can cover it in the webinar. Yeah, team. Then I have just covered whatever the things I want to cover it in webinar. So yeah. So Maria, I think I have done with the webinar now.
Sure, Sridhar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have, I'm sure people don't have any other questions among the audience. Okay. Looks like they don't have. So here I take the privilege to thank everyone for attending today's webinar. I hope you have learned something new and gained insight into AEM and with the live demo. So I want to thank Sridhar Chandrasekharan for taking the time to share his expertise with us. And audience, our next session will be on Okta Identity Manager by Prabhaharan Narsingamurthy, which will be held during the last week of April. And the notification will be sent out to you all. So we hope to see you next time. Till then, have a good night and good day. Thank you.
Oh, you too, Maria. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sridhar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.
Thank you, team.
Thank you, team.
Thank you, Jim.